If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification.
Being a nomad certainly has its perks. I mean, there's a lot of downsides to it, but this is one of the perks I think that Nomadic Life offers. We're about 120 miles away from North Rim Grand Canyon. That before I quit my job and started a nomadic lifestyle, I actually had scheduled vacation to come out to the North Rim. That doesn't mean that we would have actually stopped at this location. We would have went directly to the North Rim. Obviously, I would assume, since I haven't been to the North Rim, that this isn't just as awe-inspiring as the North Rim. The North Rim, I'm sure, is going to be better than this. But that's not the point. The point is I would have missed this. You know, I get to spend 7 days here and enjoy the scenery before we head off to the North Rim. Now, that doesn't mean that everybody's going to agree that the nomadic lifestyle is the right choice for anybody. There's just some people that cannot even come close to imagining being a nomad. Why would you want to do it? You know, people spend their entire lives creating a career, having children, buying a beautiful home, having great automobiles, and so, you know, forever that has been the American dream. Since they have accomplished or are trying to accomplish what the American dream was supposed to be all about, they can't imagine why anybody would move into a truck camper, a homemade truck camper, or a van, or a small Class C, and there's really no expectation for them to understand it. You know, what they see is a bunch of losers out here not paying taxes. There was a famous YouTuber who was recently hosted on a CBS morning show, and he was showing the reporter the lifestyle. And so the reporter was trying to live in a van, I guess, for a couple of days, and he wasn't comfortable with it. He didn't like it, and there's no expectation for him to like it. You know, he just met a guy, long beard, long hair, you know, has to go to the bathroom in a bucket, probably doesn't shower. I mean, this YouTuber has said many times he doesn't shower very often. Sponge bath, so he may not even smell very clean. And so this reporter is trying to report on this, about this newfound freedom that people are finding living on the road. And so you could see the disgust on the reporter's face, that he wasn't interested in it. And at the closing segment, you know, he's behind the news desk, and he said something a little quirky or out of taste. You know, something like, oh, you know, I wouldn't want to do it. And again, quite reasonable response to a guy who just lived out in the middle of the desert for a few days in the back of a rented minivan. You know, trying to gather water and learning how to go to the bathroom in a bucket and maybe not showering every day. It had to be kind of difficult. And so they don't have to accept it. They can have their American dream, and I can have mine. Well, since then, there's been several YouTubers that have commented about the CBS morning show and how they really weren't happy with the way the reporter demonstrated this lifestyle. And this is where I decided, you know, I'm going to make a video. Because this one YouTuber said, society is just going to have to accept that we're here, and they're going to have to learn to live with it. Well, whoa, no, they don't. That is the biggest problem with the nomadic lifestyle, is people are trying to shove this lifestyle down the throats of people who live in a stick and brick. You take it, you like it, and you leave me alone. So nomads go and park in front of their houses, throw trash around, go to the bathroom in a bucket, and people who live in houses don't want to accept it. So they make YouTube videos telling you are going to have to accept it. Well, the people who live in houses, aren't watching these videos. The people who are wanting to live this lifestyle may be watching these videos. And those folks, you, may accept the reality that there are people out here living in vans, cars, trucks, SUVs, and you're excited about it. But the rest of the population are not watching these videos, and they're not going to accept it. So what these YouTubers are doing is they're telling you and the people who want to live this lifestyle to shove this lifestyle down the throats of people who don't even understand it or care about it or give a second thought about it. The only thing they think about is, why is a strange looking van parked in front of my house? Because when you do, they are going to shut down this lifestyle. We're seeing it all the time, and I see it constantly. Different towns. I don't know, everybody's going to say, oh no, it's unconstitutional. They have to let me live in my car. The point I'm trying to make is more and more towns are making this lifestyle illegal. Roanoke County, Virginia has made it illegal. There's towns in California who are making it illegal. As a matter of fact, I think it's Seattle or Las Vegas, Los Angeles, I don't know. Anyway, there's a city who has made it illegal to park on city streets. But what they did was, since this constitutionality thing comes up, is they say, okay, now you could. They designated a spot in the city, a parking lot that you can go park at and sleep in. But there's some rules being able to park in here. There's quiet time, I guess 10 to 6, and they don't want you to stay there permanently. They want you to pick up and move on, or get a job or get into a house. So there's some rules and criteria about parking in this parking lot. Well, the people who are living in the parking lot says, that's just not right. They're telling us what to do. We have a right to do whatever they want. Well, the problem becomes is, are you a nomad, or are you just trying to suck up off people who live in houses? And this is where the whole thing gets all messed up. They want to live in this parking lot paid for by the tax dollars, but they don't want to move. Well, if you want to be a nomad, then travel. And don't stay very long. Don't put a burden on society. Go from one location to another. Stay around, enjoy the area. But eventually, you're going to have to pick up and move. Well, that takes money. And the folks that are living in this parking lot or in city streets don't have money. So it's not a lifestyle choice. And this is where everything gets so confusing. And there's a mix-up between homeless and nomads and this kind of thing. So no, we need to stop shoving it down the throats of people who live in stick and bricks, living their American dream. We need to be more discreet. We're all oblivious as why we're shutting this down, but it's so logical if you just look at it from the perspective of the homeowner. Thanks for watching. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.